So everybody, welcome to the channel again. I'm here to showcase how I replicated the images that you just saw for one of my favorite films, Only God Forgives. I had some free time during one of my days off. I work overnight, so it's nighttime, and I'm like, I gotta use this time a little bit more efficiently. So last year I had tried to do this series called Like a Version, which basically tries to take different shots from movies that I like and basically just try to replicate them and then turn them into my own version. Basically, I've been meaning to reignite this series, so I kind of just took advantage of my time and I did it, and I kind of just went to showcase what I did, what I used, and how you could probably replicate it yourself or hop on this type of thing for your own thing. So, I have my bathroom. My bathroom is way different than the location in the movie. I feel like there's like a long hallway in the film that is shot through. For me, I shot from inside my bathroom, where I feel like in the movie he shot like through the doorway from the hallway. So I knew it wasn't going to look exactly the same, but I can try to still get the similar framing. So first thing I did, find a white tee. And end of last year, I recently bought a pretty effective LED light from Newer. I think it's Newer because it's two E's in it. So I'm gonna say Newer until someone tells me how it's pronounced. I got a 200 watt RGB light. So far, I really enjoy it. But you can use whatever lights you have available to you. I basically just used that one light. I bounced it against the wall like opposite from me, and I had a black I had to change where the light was and then also where I was putting the flag up. If you look in the shot, you actually do see the flag, but I felt like it's not so obvious unless I tell you that it's there. That now you probably see it, but when you're watching it, your eye isn't. It just looks like just something black in the background. I had a very small, kind of like a basic American bathroom. I had put the light basically bouncing against the wall of the bathroom, not the tile, but the actual like wall. Having that just bounce onto my face. I originally had the black screen in front of the light, so like as it's bouncing, it's like the negative fill was like shoulder length in front of the light, and I felt like the bounce was bouncing off the wall behind me, so the shadow side of my face wasn't really being filled with light, and that is not what the shot in the movie looked like. So I kind of just played around with what I could do. I ended up having some gaffing tape. I used some gaffing tape. I just gaff taped the fabric to the wall and to the door and behind me, and basically that's what really helped with the negative fill in the quick shot. I'm shooting on an S5ii. I mainly, when it comes to LUT styles for a vlog, I mainly use the Phantom LUTs. I think they're some of the best LUTs, and it makes the grading process way easier for someone like me, and I like what they look like. For me personally, I always just add a little extra saturation, and then obviously each shot is going to dictate what you need to do from there. As soon as I put on the LUT though, like it immediately was something that I liked. I was like, okay, I don't really got to do too much, And looking at it, I thought it looked exactly how I wanted it to, but then when I then looked back at the reference shot, I noticed the reference shot was like way lighter, like the depth of blue. When I was shooting in the scene, I guess because I don't have the LUT style on my monitor, I kind of just look at the vlog how it looks on camera. I know you can imprint the LUT. You could bake it into the file, but I feel like baking it in looks different than applying the LUT in the edit on the computer separately. So I choose not to do that, and I just kind of been procrastinating adding the LUT onto the monitor so I can see at least what it looks like on the monitor. But when I looked at the reference shot, my shot was way like a deeper blue. When I was shooting it in the room, I didn't think that the blue was dark enough. So I upped the saturation all the way to 100, you know, because I was afraid that it wouldn't be blue enough. It actually ended up being like too blue. So I did two different ways to correct this, right? So the first way, I kind of just lightened up, you know, saturation, kind of turned the saturation way down to like 40, and like the standard is like 50%. I turned it down to like 40, 35, and, you know, kind of just messed with the hue levels, and I was getting something I liked. But then there's an underrated tool in DaVinci Resolve that helped me, and I feel like if you're trying to do something similar, or you're trying to replicate shots that you like in filmmaking, to try to, you know, practice your cinematography, basically took the screen grab that of the shot, put it in my timeline, and copied it from there. And then from there, I made some adjustments where I felt like the shadow on my face still wasn't fully what it should be, as like compared to the actual film. And I know that given that the depth of the room is different, that it's not going to look exactly the same. So, but you know, I didn't want that to stop me from trying to still recreate the shot. So I'm going to be trying to do this series a little bit more often this year. I have some other shots I have in mind. I think of the Pulp Fiction trunk shot when Jules and John Travolta's character, I can't remember his name right now, Vincent, when they're taking the guns out. That's like a classic shot. I never really did a trunk shot before. I feel like that would be something fun. Quentin Tarantino was like my first, or was like the first filmmaker that I liked by name and everything. I think this is a great thing to do if you're into cinematography or just want to kind of practice your lighting. It helps you kind of give you a final outcome to work towards, versus you trying to recreate something from scratch and not knowing what step you should take to get there. I think having like a replicated shot will definitely help you kind of just learn different ways to manipulate, you know, shadows, color, you know, all the little things that we need to be able to focus on as filmmakers. Let me know if you think I did a good job. First of all, I think I did pretty good, but yeah, you know, let me know what shot, if you have any ideas for shots that you want to see replicated, let me know, and I will try to do it. I'm working on no budget, but I think that'll just make me practice also my problem solving as well. I think problem solving is the biggest skill that you could use as a filmmaker. So doing this stuff, I also practice that as well. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, come back later. Hopefully I hit your home page, even if you don't do those things, you know, and you come back again. All right. And by the way, I guess as well, I could try to showcase some shit. This shirt is back on my website. You know what I'm saying? The eye is like a little, you know, the little blade, the iris blades of a lens is the eye. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty fire. I thought it was pretty good. Shout out to my boy Mike, who designed it and everything. I have these shirts on my website. You can get one and support. I have a few other things to come as well. Trying to do my best out here. New dad, so we're gonna try to keep uploading as best as I can. Peace.